Why is depression and other mental health issues on the rise? Because stain after stain after stain after stain, mind was a little weak, and one day a bigger stain. And I didn't have the power to face it. I didn't have the power to face it because I was not cleaning the daily stains. Why high risk diseases in the body? Stain after stain after stain here, radiating vibrations of negativity to the body. Blockage here, manifesting into blockage in the body. I said, I cannot forgive. I cannot forgive. I held on to it here. It radiated to the body, blockage there. We need to forgive. We need to release. We need to clean, not for them. Not for them. It will have to be done for, it will have to be done for us. So that our energy field and the vibrations we carry is pure, powerful. And that white circle, going to the temple, what does it do to us? When we go to the temple, what does it do to us? Gives us, gives us peace, power, calm. When we create a white circle, our house will become a, when we create a white circle, our house will become a temple. Everywhere we go and everyone we meet, we will be walking temples. People will meet us and feel ease. Children will get power from us just by being with us, because we are carrying that high energy field. On a scale of 1 to 10, I have to go up to 10. We keep checking, where is the financial index going? How much have I saved? Do I check here? How much energy have I saved? What did I do when somebody said that one line and I created all those thoughts? What did I do to my emotional bank balance here? Wasted, spent the money away. What am I saving for myself and what am I saving for my children? Everything that we take care of in terms of money, we need to start taking care of in terms of our energy here. Energy here. Use it carefully. Use it carefully. Ready to release? Ready to release? Yes? Yes? This has to be done every day. This has to be done every day. And that's why we spend few minutes every morning and few minutes in the night sitting with ourselves in silence to clean our stains. And once you get into the sanskar of cleaning the stains, the mind will become so powerful that people will come, say what they want, do what they want. But that will not create any stain here because the mind has become that powerful. It's when I have been holding on to too many stains of the past that I get weak and then I irritated, angry, hurt very easily, emotionally weak. But when we start cleaning the stains, we reach a stage where it will create no stain. How much time do you think it will take to reach a stage where no stain? How much time will it take to reach a stage where it will create no stain? 1 minute? In 1 minute, no stain? How much time does it take to create physical health? A month, 2 months of right diet, exercise, sleeping well, energizing the body. Now the weather changes, we are physically fine. Not take care every time the weather changes, I'm sneezing, coughing, falling ill, fever, cold. And then we say, what horrible weather. And if I say, what horrible weather, I do nothing to take care of myself. But if I say, oh, my immunity system is weak, then I immediately take care of myself. So one thing we have to do is, whenever we create a disturbance here, don't point a finger outside. Don't point a finger outside because that depletes me. The easiest way to become powerful is whenever there is a disturbance here, shift the finger from there to here and say, I created this. Whether it was irritation, whether it was aggression, whether it is upset, whatever, I created it. This is power. Because if I created it, I know next time how to respond. But if I say they created it, then I'm giving all the power away to them and I'm going to say, you have the power to disturb me. It's like giving away the remote control of your mind to people around you and say, press the button and I will feel accordingly. And really, people know which buttons to press also now. Yeah, they know which button to press. I know what to say to make you happy. I know what to say which will trouble you. Because you have given away your remote control to me. Who has the remote control of our mind? Only us. We believe people have it, and then we keep going through a spectrum of emotions, and every time we are fluctuating, we are saying, because of them, because of them, because of them. So today, one homework done. Whatever you feel, doesn't matter what emotion it is, important is don't say it's because of them. Because they can only do things outside. Your spouse can only say that the chai was not very good, but they cannot create anything here. So, who's the creator of that emotion inside? Me. So, whether I remained stable, whether I got upset for 1 minute, whether I got upset for the entire day, does not matter. Important is to say, I created it. So that in the evening, I don't look at them like this and say, please say sorry. People with white circles, deities with white circles, divine souls with white circles don't ask others for anything. And that is why deities, how is the hand always shown? You go to the mandir, how is the deity's hand always shown? One hand is like this and one hand is like this. So white circle means will always only radiate blessings and acceptance to all. So if I want to rate myself on a circle of, on a marking of 1 to 10, I only have to check how much do I need from people. Do we need from people? Do we need anything from people? No? You buy a new dress. Do you need anybody to say you're looking nice? Do you need anybody to say you're looking nice? How many feel I need someone to say I'm looking nice? It's okay. हाथ उठा लो. It's okay. It's very important to know, yes, I need, so that then I cut my need and I finish it. Because if I don't know, I live my life like this. So do I need someone to say I'm looking nice? And what if the person who I expected would say I'm looking nice says the opposite today? What will happen? If people appreciate, it's fine. But the need for appreciation shifts me from white circle to Devi Devta, meaning देने वाला, देने वाला. लेकिन देने वाले के ऑपोजिट को क्या बोलेंगे? लेने वाला. और ऑपोजिट को बोलेंगे मांगने वाला. और ऑपोजिट को बोलेंगे छीनने वाला. That is the difference between Satyug and Kalyug. Satyug and Kalyug. When we do our puja, we draw a swastik. That swastik is the circle of the world from Satyug to Kalyug. See how we draw the swastik. See the 4 sections. First part. The line is like this on top. It's like this. Which means in Satyug, what are we doing? In Satyug, what are we doing? We're only blessing everybody. Second part, Treta Yuga, the hand comes down. Third part, Dwapar Yuga, the hand goes like this. What have we started doing? Fourth part, Kali Yuga, the hand goes like this. Which yuga are we in right now? Kali Yuga. Now we are not in Kali Yuga, but now we are in Ghor Kali Yuga. Ghor Kali Yuga. But Satyug, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. After this Kali Yuga, which is the next part? Again Satyug. That's how it is swastik. It is a circle. Morning, afternoon, evening, night. After the night, pitch dark. After pitch dark, morning. So now is the time to truly create paradise. But not paradise only in New Zealand. Don't be happy just because it's paradise in New Zealand. We want to create paradise in the entire world. Why? Because the world is going through its peak decline, that Ghor Kalyug. But after Kalyug, there is going to be Satyug. But who's going to create that Satyug? We. How will we create it? By shifting from this to this blessing. So every day I need to ask myself, what do I need from people? What do I still need from people? Because if I keep needing from people, it means my mind will always be dependent on them. And a dependency, what does it do to a mind? A dependency. What does an addiction do to the mind? What does an addiction do to the mind? Let's say I'm addicted to morning cup of tea. Now tomorrow if I don't get that morning cup of tea, what does it do to my mind and my body? Anything which disturbs my mind means there is a dependency, there is an addiction. Anything that disturbs me is a dependency, it's an addiction. And then some people say, अब जब तक चाय नहीं मिलेगी ना मेरा सर दर्द होता रहेगा. Which means my head will pain till I get that cup of tea or coffee. Again saying that I will be stable only when I get that tea and coffee. Dependency. And which means I will be stable only when they say the sorry. Dependency. I will feel happy only when they say I'm looking nice. Dependency. Very careful. Dependency is addiction. Addiction is depletion. And anyone who's addicted cannot be happy and healthy. We are always very concerned of family members who are addicted to substances. So if someone's addicted to alcohol, someone's addicted to smoking, someone to something else, someone to tea and coffee, what about being addicted to appreciate me, approve of me, be nice to me? This is very deep addiction. And any mind which is addicted to people being nice and appreciating me is not able to be happy on their own. It's always dependent on people. Today we are even dependent on gadgets. Does anybody's mind depend on their phone? Using the phone is fine, but getting disturbed if something happens to the phone is an addiction. All that we have to do is check that, use it, perfect. Get disturbed if something happens, addiction. Run around here and there looking for Wi-Fi, addiction. You know, when someone doesn't get a dose of what they are used to getting, what all they can do for that dose? We start behaving like that way. Absolutely lose power over ourselves. So we need to keep checking. What is it that I'm dependent on? What do I want from them? People cannot be my way. The sooner we understand and accept that, the easier it will be to be happy. Expectations is normal. Chalo, not appreciation, but expectation. Is expectation normal from people? Yes? Yes? Is it normal to expect a little bit from people around us? Okay, close your eyes again. Let's do one more exercise. Bring one person on the screen of your mind. Only one. Closest relationship. One. Two expectations that I have from them. Simple ones, which they are not able to meet. Two expectations from only one person, which they have not been able to meet. And which affects my mind. Okay, Ji. Back into the room. Don't keep, if you start looking at them, you'll find lot of expectations from lot of people. It comes very easy. How many were able to find one person with two expectations not met yet? How many of you believe that why can't they just do this much for me? And how many have tried and yet the other person is still not ready to do it? And ask yourself, till when am I going to allow my mind to get affected because they are not ready to do what I want them to do? This is asking myself, why am I dirtying my circle because they are not able to do what I need them to do? How is it that sometimes people are just not able to do what we want them to do? And they're very simple things what we ask them to do sometimes. Very simple, it's nothing big. Why is it that they're just not able to do it that way? Because, because, simple for us, but looks like it's impossible for them. Why? Hanji? Ego problem. And when we are not able to meet up to their expectations, are we also creating an ego problem? Because the way we were able to think of them and look at two expectations, if they are also sitting in this hall, probably they thought of you. And you still haven't met up to their two expectations. It's not about ego. It's not about ego. It's about carrying different sanskars. It's not that they're doing it to trouble us. It's not that their ego is this, that I will not change. It is just that they're carrying a certain sanskar, and that sanskar, that nature, that habit, that personality of theirs is completely different from mine. It's different from mine, it's different from my definition of right. Is it possible two people living together can have completely different sanskar? Can have completely different sanskar? Yes. Is it normal to have different sanskars? Is it normal to have different sanskars? Then is it natural to expect them to be my way? All that we have to do is sit and talk to ourselves and say, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why spirituality gives us the answer. Each one is on a long journey. A soul on a very, very long journey. Today in this costume, different situations, different families, different scenario, different sanskars. Before this, 100 years in another costume. Before that, 100 years in another costume. Right now, in Kerala, there are floods. Some people have left their body in that flood. Yes? Can you just get into their position right now and just visualize a soul leaving the body in the midst of such crisis? A soul leaving the body in the midst of crisis. What will be the last emotion recorded on the soul? Fear, right? Fear. Let's take only one emotion, leave the rest. There would be a lot of emotions, but let's just take one emotion, fear. Do you agree any soul living right now in that flood will carry fear? Sure? Fear. Now that soul has left from there, taken another costume, enter the womb of a mother with what emotion? Fear. That soul may tomorrow be born into your family as your child or grandchild. Or that soul after 20 years may turn out to be your spouse. Anybody? Or that soul after 20 years could be your working colleague. What emotion are they carrying? Fear. What is your emotion? Confidence. Fearless. And that child or that spouse or that colleague is carrying an emotion which is completely opposite. Fear. I am fearless. They get scared of the smallest things. They get scared for nothing. I have to live with them. I have to work with them. That fear can be removed. But what will I have to do to remove that sanskar of fear? First, I have to understand them that it's okay that they are carrying this sanskar of fear. I cannot say, I expect you to be confident. I cannot make fun of them and say, आप इतना डरते क्यों हो? I cannot say, you are 20 years old and you're getting scared to go out in the dark. We ridicule them. We criticize them. We even compare them with somebody else. This 10-year-old child can be a boy. His 12-year-old is a sister. And the parents say to the boy, तुम्हारी बहन देखो कितनी strong है. Look at her. And you are a boy and you're getting scared. What are we doing to the soul? What are we doing to the soul? Can you visualize? Left in trauma, carried fear, lost family, lost everything, came into the new family with a wound, and the new family criticizes, compares, and makes fun. Or worries, मेरे बच्चे का क्या होगा? And what will all these emotions radiate to that soul? What will they do to that soul? What will that do to that soul? I've come with a wound, and this is the energy that I get from the present scenario, not only just from my parents. Tomorrow I go to school, my friends make fun of me. 20 years later, I get married, my spouse makes fun of me. 30 years later, I have children, my children also make fun of my sanskars. What will happen to that wound? What will happen to that wound? And we only said, isn't it natural to expect that my children will be fine with pitch darkness, that they will be confident, that they. What is wrong in expecting? We were expecting according to the sanskar we were carrying. Now it's very easy to understand that, okay, someone left in a flood and so they carry fear. Everyone around us carries different sanskars because of something that happened in their past. It may not be a flood, it may be something else. But they are carrying different sanskars. They are different from us. Not wrong. Not wrong. Expectation is normal. Expecting them to be as confident as me as normal. Is it normal to have people same as me? Is it fair? Is it fair? No. I have to tell that to myself every single day. How unfair am I being? By just looking at them and saying, why can't you be this way? How can you be like this? Why can't you just change this much? Don't we say that to them? Because we feel it's so simple. Why are they not being able to do it? Because they are carrying a different sanskar. They are carrying a different sanskar, different past, different scenarios, different sanskar. This different sanskar can be in a child, this different sanskar can be in my spouse, this different sanskar is going to be in the people I work with. One line I have to remove today. Expectation is normal.